Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the square roots and cube roots notes. Okay, at the end of this, you should be able to say, I can find the square roots and cube roots of numbers. All right, so let's start off with what a square root is. The square root of a number A is the positive number, which when squared gives A. Okay. All right. Cube root of a number A is the number which, when cubed, gives A back. Okay, let's look at some examples, and that should hopefully help out. Okay, find the square root of 81. So hopefully we recognize that 81 is just 9 times 9. So square root of a number is the positive number, which squared gives A, because we know that if you square 9, you'll get 81. Also, if you square negative 9, you'll also get 81, but it's when we're doing square root here, it's the positive number. Okay, so let's see, square root of 75. So that one here is not going to be a perfect square. So we're going to want to plug that into our calculator. So on the TI-30 XS's, you're going to want to do second, and we'll get the square root in there, and then just do 75. Push enter, and it's nice thing about these here is actually it's going to simplify it for you. It's 5 root 3, and officially it didn't specify what they wanted you to find. They didn't say find the simplified form or the decimal. In this case, let's just find the decimal. So to find the decimal, we push the little arrow sign here, and that gives us 8.66. Let's go to 2 decimal places. Again, it didn't say where to go to, so we'll just choose what looks good. So we'll go 8.66. Okay. Cube root of 125. So what times itself gives 125. And in that case here, you may recognize it as being 5. If you don't, then you know what, just stick it in there. And away we go. To take a cube root, we have to take the x root. So what we have to do is do 3, second, push the x root, and then that turns into the cube root of, and in this case, 125. And that gives us 5 for this one here. Okay, cube root of negative 125 is what times itself gives us negative 125. So that's going to be negative 5 times negative 5 is 25 times another negative 5 is negative 125. Okay, you could also do that on your calculator. Cube root of 30, I don't know a nice one for that, so let's put that in here. So we're going to do 3, second, and do this little x root here, and then of 80. And we get 4.308, so let's call that 4.31. All right, so we got 4.31 is the cube root of 80 to the nearest hundredth. All right? Okay, that's all there is for square roots and cube roots. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask in class. Thanks.